back in. So that's your dolly. When I supply them all with the brakes on, so they don't roll around. It's always useful when you're setting up. Tripod. I find the easiest way of setting this up, everyone has their own preference, whether you extend all the legs or one at a time. I tend to do one leg, and if you look at the bottom, it's got a kind of spiky claw-shaped foot that goes onto the wheel in the dolly. Same for the other two legs. Like that. And then bungees that you pull up and clip in on top. Once you've done that, that's a good time to take the brakes off. So you can wheel it around. So you just lift up. He says, failing miserably to do it. They lift up like that. 1, 2, 3. That's the heaviest part. On the side of the tripod, you have two little back levers. You also have some red levers. Ignore the red ones for the time being. This one here is for the tilt aspect. This is for the pan aspect. So you want to level that up before you put your camera on. And then on the back here is a red sprung-loaded thing. This can really hurt your fingers. If you push that down, this back plate springs forward and hits your finger. I don't recommend it. It really hurts. I've done it many times. And then in your camera kit, you have a camera, power supply, and battery. They will also, when you hire them out, they will come with an SD card in them, so that you can record stuff. Camera goes on. The red bit goes at the back, goes in the front. He says, "What have I got in the way?" And it clicks on like that. That's your camera setup. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take this apart, and then we're all going to practice on our own kits so that you all have an idea of how to put it together, because when you're doing it for your prelims and everything else, you'll be setting it all up yourself. A number of people who ask me how to do things. The only other thing you need to know is how to take it apart so that you can all practice. This little red lever has a little pull down switch on it. Pull that down, slide it round and lift the camera, it will click into place. Once it's clicked, that's not going to go anywhere. Pick the camera up. These are expensive, don't drop them. I know that's being obvious. It's happened. And then taking it apart is the reverse of putting it together. So, brakes on. Bungees off. And fold the legs. And if you leave one leg on there, it makes it easier because you haven't got to lift the weight of the tripod whilst you're trying to fold the legs. Tripod. 2 buttons underneath to release. And that's that. Right, so if in your groups you want to